Hello Libra, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your December 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what's going on for the sign of Libra? What do we need to know for you? We have the Chariot. So a victory is coming your way because you see things from a much higher perspective. You have a vantage point right here. So when I see the Chariot, it can also be a representation of like getting a car, or the police right here. It's just, a large emergence. It's something that comes out of nowhere and it says, I win, you lose, all right? And that's what we have to understand about the Chariot, is that it's divine intervention, like on a spiritual path. It can represent a lot of different things, but in the spiritual meaning, it has a great victory. You cannot be a divine angel or a divine being, right? So when I see this right here, this represents that you're moving forward within your life. You're moving forward with victory. So what's going on with this Chariot energy? What do we need to know with this? So victory, drive, determination, passion, being protected right here is the theme of December. So we have the Moon energy, so double Cancerian energy. You have the Ten of Cups in reversed, and you have the Lovers in reversed. All right, so with this Moon energy, you are failing to see some sort of blessing right here because you're polarized by the moonlight. You are not seeing the Chariot, the great victory that you have or that is coming up within your life, because you are kind of captivated by this insanity moment. The Moon represents, mental disorders, insanity. It can also represent, just not paying attention to things, not being very alert, being lost in the darkness. What I'm seeing right here is you have the Ten of Cups that poured out along with this Lover's energy. So the Ten of Cups representing a very unfortunate, unwelcome ending to a situation, and the Lovers, it's kind of like two people turning on one another. Two people wanted to build something together, and then all of a sudden their emotions poured out. So this could be between you and a situation within your life. I don't like to do love readings, all right? So I'm not going to say it's a person. I'm not going to say it's a place or a thing, but between you and another entity right here, love has poured out. You no longer want this situation. You no longer want to be connected to something. And I think that you're failing to see the victory in that. I think that you're failing to see that you can move on and do things for yourself. Maybe you're one of those people, Libra, who always has to have someone within their life. Always has to be someone, who takes directions, instead of you being the leader that you are, because you are a masculine air sign, right? All the air signs are masculine, same with the fire, but Libras are supposed to be leaders. Libras are supposed to be able to make very balanced, delicate decisions and say, that is truth, that is justice, that is law. So what I'm seeing for you right here is that you are in this mystery moonlight energy because of this Ten of Cups and this Lovers. You are not paying attention to the victory. It's kind of the Five of Cups energy. You're looking at the cups that have poured out and not looking at the two cups behind you. So what's going on with this moonlight? What do we need to know? We have the Daughter of Skulls along with the Eight of Grails. What you need to do is you need to just walk away from something right here. You need to walk away from a situation that kept you emotionally trapped. Take what you got and move on. This could be, you got fired from a job, you really wanted to work in this job, but here's the thing, take what you can get out of the situation and go on. There is no shame in that. A lot of people like to say that they're failures because X, Y, and Z. I'm not one of those people. You do things for a season, all right? You do things for a certain amount of time, and then when you're done, or when the situation is done, you move on. Don't hold on to things forever, because when you hold on to things, you become one of those people who just peaks, right? They peak and they never move forward within their life. I feel like with this energy, Libra, you have a lot to do. This would be like, because you rule justice, right? So imagine someone graduates from law school and they're an attorney, right? But that's it. That's all they want to do. That's where they peaked. And then some people peak at Supreme Court justice, right? That's kind of where you need to be within your life. In order to get from a just graduated law school to Supreme Court justice, that's a long stretch. And yes, you're going to have your ups and downs. You might go to this law firm and to that law firm and whatever the situation is, but your ultimate goal is to get here. So don't hold yourself back just because something doesn't work out. You had it for a season, all right. things happen, people change, unexpected surprises come up, people cheat, people, they're not who they say they were. I feel like you've been through this situation before. It might just be shocking for you. The 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups with the 8 of Skulls. Because you really wanted this to be your wish. You really wanted this to be your dream job or your dream situation right here. You put in a lot of effort into this. Maybe you worked on manifesting the situation and it just fell apart. The Lover's energy, Ace of Scepters with the Ace of Cups, you really, This is like match made in heaven right here, but underneath the Lovers, it's a match made in hell. Because when we look at the Ace of Cups with the Ace of Scepters, it can be a representation of the male genitals with the female genitals. So the wands filling up the cups, if that makes sense. This was supposed to be your perfect connection, okay? Your perfect job opportunity, the thing that really just fit. It was not too big, not too small, just right. But what you're failing to see is the victory in all of this. And how is that a victory? 2 of Knives, the Prince of Skulls, and the 3 of Scepters. The 2 of Knives represents, because you have the ability to move forward. The 2 of Knives, this person is blocked off to a situation, right? They don't want to see the truth. However, when it's upright, it represents that they need to take off their blindfold and see the truth. They're scared to do so. The truth behind this is that there was an illusion. The illusion is that you were blindfolded to the truth. Now that you have the truth, you have to move on with this Prince of Skulls. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's kind of scary to do. And yes, you have this 3 of Swords where you don't know how to move forward, but that is the victory for you because you could have stayed in here another 10, 15 years. Imagine finding out, say this is a relationship, and finding out someone is cheating on you after you've had 3, 4 kids, after you've been together for 20-something years, after all these different things, and find out they were cheating on you all along. Maybe they had a second family. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's painful. But you didn't waste your time. And whatever, well, I'm not going to say you didn't waste your time. It wasn't a waste, all right? It worked out for a time period. Maybe it was built off of lies with the 8 of Cups, with the 10 of Cups and the Lovers. But it's basically chalk it up to experience. That's the victory, is chalking it up to experience. And I know that's kind of callous to say, and you're like, that doesn't even make sense. Chalk it up to experience. But ultimately, when you hit these types of lows within your life, the scales have to balance out. That's called karmic law. That's what you rule. When the scales go out of balance and you have this terrible time period, it has to come back and equalize it with something good. And maybe that's what you need to understand right here. And I know that that's kind of like, out there spirituality, but that is the case, okay? You have the Prince of Knives with the 10 of Cups coming out. You're going to receive the 10 of Cups. That's the situation, is that when the scales finally do tilt back in your favor, you're going to have the 10 of Cups upright. That's the message for you, is the 10 of Grails. 10 of Grails, this time, being sent to you as a message. You have the 3 of Skulls with the Lord of Scepters with the Fool energy. You have a brand new opportunity coming for you. Possibly within a very passionate work situation, or someone likes what you do, someone likes your skills right here. Someone is very passionate about you, all right? Maybe you have a lot of fans right here, or maybe you are just impressing the one person who you need to impress. Maybe you're able to hold it all together and say, you know what, this is a bad experience. Maybe people know, but you're holding it all together, and people want to know how you're doing that. How are you spinning the straw into gold? Because here's the thing, some people cannot do that. Some people, what they do is they don't use their heartbreak as a form of energy to move forward. They use their heartbreak as a destructive tool, okay? Some people just drink themselves and you know, go here or there, go have random sex with people, and they really destroy their bodies going through a breakup. And some people feel it. They don't talk to people. They don't allow anyone new into their lives. They don't go out to the bars. They feel their pain, right? They feel that Three of Swords, your energy. They allow the scales to finally ease it because, you know, getting over someone it's hard to do. But they don't just, you know, do rebound stuff. And then they channel this heartbreak into finding the hobbies and the things that made them happy before. And that is how the scales tilt back in your favor. That is how this situation is going to work out. You are going to channel this sadness, whatever this is within your life, this boredom, misery, whatever you're going through right here, into a form of great work. Something that will propel you into the future. You have the Death card, and you have the Temperance card. I feel like something had to happen right on time. An ending happened right... This is what you're not seeing right here. The ending happened right on time. Because the Angel of Temperance is not an angel who just randomly sits here and there. The angel comes in and protects you from something. What is the angel protecting you from? The Hermit, Illumination, the Stars, and the Judgment. Judgment from the stars. You know, okay, listen. I've seen this happen to people, and I'm not happy that it's happened to people. I feel like very upset when this happens, and it's kind of like secondhand embarrassing, but this is what's going on right here. The situation is you're pulled from something before an ending happens, okay? The ending is that the stars fall from the sky that cause judgment, all right? Or a star has fallen. That's what's being illuminated to you, is it's basically like the lantern is going out or a star is falling from the sky. Or multiple stars are falling. This is kind of like, you know, you were dating someone or maybe you were married to someone, whatever, and you finally divorced them after all these years or whatever, this time you spent together. You guys were perfect for one another. But then come to find out all their skeletons in their closet are revealed. To maybe like the police, that could be the Chariot. But you're not involved in that situation. You're not there. No one knows who you are. Okay? Maybe the universe is moving you out of the way, because that's secondhand embarrassment right there. You don't want to be associated to whatever this is, like tax fraud or evasion or whatever this, you know, this mess is. So the universe is moving you at the right time to just say, you know what, it's not going to work out. I see what's happening down the road. I'm going to balance the scales out for you. You're going to have to go through this sad period, but you're going to have the Ten of Cups. I'm just going to allow... This is basically pride comes before the fall, okay? Someone, a person, place, thing, a company, possibly on the sly has been doing, you know, secret things. What's the secret things? The Emperor, possibly abusing authority. One more? Yeah, with the Seven of Cups. For the Libras watching right now, okay, I want you to get a piece of paper out and write this down. The Emperor, the Hermit, the Star, the Judgment, all right? I'm going to make that make sense to you in a couple of months, all right? You will have full clarity of what this means in a couple of months. And I will give you the clarity. I'm not going to tell you right now, because it's still wrapped up in whatever. But there is something right here that will make sense to you, okay? If you write this down right now, in a few months, possibly 2, maybe 3. Just give me 3 months, all right? but I think I should have it done by 3 months. I'm going to try to have it done by January. Maybe it will happen, maybe it won't. But this will make sense to you. The Four of Cups, the Nine of Knives, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune will spin it back up for you. You're going down to the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune, but the only way to go is back up. All right? So the Four of Cups is that you're not wanting to receive the message from the angels. You're still anxious about it because you're at the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Ace of Pentacles with the Daughter of Scepters with the Four of Knives. Think of it as a resting period, okay? Get back into doing those beauty routines. Get back into taking care of yourself, doing, what you got to do. Maybe going to the gym. That's a great way to blow off steam. Adele went to the gym for months after she broke up with her. I believe it's her husband. It just changed her. And I feel like that's what this is. It's like a transformation right here. The Six of Cups, the Daughter of Grails. I feel like this is actually given to you on purpose. The universe is protecting you. It's blocking you off to a situation because I know what's happening right here, but I'll explain that to you in a few months. With the Daughter of Grails and the Six of Grails, the universe is giving you a solid, like for real, okay? The Eight of Knives and the Chariot. It's kind of like binding you up and bringing you along with them into this chariot and ascending you. You don't want to go with the chariot, but the chariot's just like wrapping you up, putting you in the chariot and saying, no, bye. Go up. And I'm not saying it's death or anything like that. I'm just saying that this is divine intervention, okay? What you are feeling right now, this is a plan. It's a very orchestrated plan, all right? So, be done with that. But just write down what I said. Timestamp it too. You have compassion, beauty. Focus on your beauty. You're still a compassionate and beautiful person, Libra. Like, it's going to work out for you. It will all be okay. Just understand that there was a rhyme and a reason to what's going on. Okay? And this is not a, me being hoodoo, voodoo, out there spirituality, practicing witchcraft. This is like solid facts. What I'm going to tell you in a couple of months, it's real. All right? And it's nothing has to do online. It has nothing to do with political, anything like that. It's a real concept. Okay? So it has nothing to do with the out there dimension. It has nothing to do with witchcraft. It has nothing to do with that. This is like real, solid evidence, but it's not, how can I explain this to you? It's in my book. There. I'm just going around in circles, not telling. It's in my book. And my book will be free. So, you have Deception with Spider, and you have Elf with Mischief. I pulled these two cards for Virgo. I'm going to get you another one. You have Goat Potency and Toad Fortune. So with this Deception and Spider energy, with this Elf Mischief, be very careful of people in your surroundings right here. I feel like you were able to deceive a situation, or maybe the universe, maybe you feel deceived. Maybe you just feel deceived. Okay? With this Mischief energy and this Elf, what I'm going to say for you is don't fall for any, tricks right here. Don't fall after any schemes. Don't go chasing fairies and waterfalls and standing in fairy circles, that kind of energy. Don't put yourself in bad situations. Don't make pacts with the elves. Don't make pacts with the fairies. Because their goal is to trick you. Okay? And maybe that's what you did. With this Goat Potency and this Toad Fortune, there is a very good opportunity about to be given to you with this Ten of Cups, with this Chariot energy as well. The theme of the month is victory. You're just not seeing it that way as a victory, okay? You're seeing it as oh, what else could happen next? There's a lot of things that could happen. There are a lot of things that could happen. But what I'm seeing for you is this. Hold on. I think I'm right, but I'm not sure. Yeah, the Magician. With the Magician, it does represent alchemy. It represents alchemizing with the 4 elements right here. The Magician is not someone who is a novice to a situation. The Magician is someone who can cast an actual magic trick, okay? And I'm not even talking about, just making, not sleight of hand. This is real magic with real technology, because remember, magic is just unexplained technology. With this potency, with this toad energy, a very good opportunity, this very beautiful Ten of Grails, this climax, this conclusion. You're going to feel this climax conclusion, and it will feel like a victory once you understand it, okay? You have integration with brilliance. What you need to do is you need to integrate yourself into this energy right here, and then allow the brilliance of the Temperance and the Magician with the Chariot to shine, okay? You're going to understand the brilliance behind why you were pulled from something soon. You're going to understand how everything aligned just right, and you're going to be like, oh, wow. Oh, wow, I'm so glad I wasn't there for that. So just pay attention, okay? Ugh, gosh. Potency is coming out. We have achievement, difficulties overcome, creativity, completion, fertility, unity, and equanimity. So, potency came out over the goat. This kind of, it's kind of funny. I'm going to get you one more card. I usually only pull one, but I don't like pulling jumpers from these decks. Perthos, secret, chance, gambling, secrets, windfall, synchronicity, and birth. Spiritual meaning, fate, the feminine, and uncertainty. Okay? The synchronicities are right there. That's the brilliance. When you shine a light through a crystal or a diamond or whatever, right? Notice how all the light scatters. That's a synchronicity right there. Okay? The light is scattering. It creates a beautiful effect. When you turn it, everything moves in a synchronized formation, right? That's kind of like a disco ball. That's what you need to pay attention to. It's all working in harmony. It's a secret, though, because that's how the angels work. You have Rado, speed your journey, ease a transition, aid communication, bring good news, and find your spiritual way. Let me get you one of these real fast. Forgiveness, reducing the burden. Eternal love. Love is love is love and transcends physical death. Okay. I feel like, in a way, you're going to have to forgive this if you want to move on. Here's the thing. It's going to be hard for you to forgive and forget, right? I'm not saying to forget. However, if this is the first time you've actually ever felt being in love, or if this was like something that was like a very beautiful situation, you're always going to love it. You're always going to cling on to it, okay? It is what it is. That's the whole point of life. A lot of people don't understand the point of life, Libra. Here's the point of life. The point of life is you are to feel every type of emotion that there is. Happiness, sadness, pain, joy, whatever, bliss, not being in bliss. Like, that's the whole point of the human experience, is you are supposed to feel everything, understand it. Well, not even understand it, but just to feel it. You're going to always have your highs, and you're going to have your very low lows. And yes, you will always remember the experiences, whether they were amazing or whether they were bad. But here's the thing. Amazing experiences feel good, and bad experiences feel bad. We don't like pain. Our bodies are programmed to reject pain, to, if something's hot, drop it, right? When something stings through love, to drop it. And you're still going to cry because, if you burned yourself, you're going to cry because it hurts. Just like if you get stung by love, you're going to cry. Like, that's the whole point. You will always remember situations. Just like, when you were younger, your parents told you not to touch that hot stove. Some people did. They learned, right? It is a growing experience. It's a painful experience. But moving on through this is something that everyone has to go through within their life. Okay? So anyway, Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.